What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Thursday, time to go over NFL another week. We're looking at week 9 this week, about halfway through the NFL season. Of course, if you guys are new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. I cover every single game every week in both college and the NFL. My college weekly prediction video comes out on Wednesday, so that video is already uploaded. If you want my prediction on every single game this week in college football, go check out that video. I also did a bonus live stream this week last night, had 2 of my fellow professionals from the SoBet platform that I'm a part of come on the channel here, and we went back over all the games involving ranked teams in college football. So all the big games this weekend you guys are interested in, go check out that live stream and get 3 professional opinions on each of those games. Definitely check out that live stream. There is no better time to get my prediction on all of these games than right now. I have officially reached mid-season form. We have built the sample size. We've gone through the craziness that we saw in those first couple weeks. It's died down. We're about halfway through the season. Things have leveled out. The projections, the models, the analytics, everything is nice and sound now, and we are cashing the right tickets. Over the last month of betting on football, college and NFL combined, hitting at almost 60%. That's excellent. We've won 3 of those 4 weeks, coming off our best week yet in the NFL, up over 9 units alone in the NFL. Things are fantastic. If you guys want to know, out of all these games, the games I'm actually going to submit my own money on, get on the text list. The link to my website is in the description. You see it there, danspicks.net. Super affordable. You go on the text list. I hit you with the plays, the odds I got it at, and how many units to put on that particular play. If you can copy those, you're going to be in really good shape. I'm rocking and rolling right now. It would be a huge mistake not to be on that text list. This is undoubtedly the most profitable time of year to be on the client list. We have NBA, which we've dabbled in a little bit. We are already in profit in the NBA this season, so that's excellent. But we're just a few days away from college basketball as well, arguably my #1 sport. So we're at a perfect time to where we have a lot of things coming together all at once. It's a lot of volume. You get the most bang for your buck being on the client list this time of year. Can't stress it enough. Get on there, get those plays for this week. It's going to be a big week. I expect it to be even bigger than the big week we had last week. Get on there at danspicks.net. Absolute no-brainer. Of course, in both of these videos, today's and yesterday's, I'll have a free pick for you guys as well. We sit at 11-6 with the free picks this year. That's about 65% season to date. So hopefully you guys appreciate that. Gave you the bonus free play on Monday Night Football in that Pittsburgh Giants game. Cashed that with ease. So hopefully all you guys tailed that play as well. So let me bring up the FanDuel Sportsbook here to go over all these games. Got something in my eye that's pretty annoying. FanDuel, here it is. Here's the tab. Let me just make sure you guys are good. You can see everything. Cool. Game number 1, NFL. I think I went over everything. If I didn't, I'll just post something in the comments. One last reminder before we get into this first game here. Drop a like. Hit the thumbs up button. I do these videos every week. I go over every game. I've been doing it all season. I've been doing it multiple years. Show some appreciation. Hit the like button. And in return, if you guys get enough likes on this video, only 500, I will put my best premium pick in the comment section for all you guys to have, not just the official whiteboard winning free pick that I'm going to have for you in today's video. I will give that best play. And last week we hit all the big tickets. Atlanta, 7.5 units, the over in the Bengals game, a 5-unit play. I will put my best pick of the entire week in that comment section, and I'll pin it at the top for all of you guys to have for free. If you can just tap that thumbs up button 500 times, this video will undoubtedly get thousands of views. So if just 500 of you guys can tap that button, it's free. It takes a millisecond. I'll drop that play for you. Game number 1, Texans and Jets. I'm going to pass on this game because this is a premium pick, and I feel great about this one. It's actually over a 2-unit play, which is very rare. I generally stay away from Monday night. That's why you guys had the free play on Monday. I generally stay away from Thursday. Weird things happen. We all saw the Rams-Vikings game, the face mask at the end. I know there's some controversy there, but not this game. I have a very, very strong, very, very sharp opinion on this particular game, and I'm sending it. I already sent it. I guess you guys are seeing this video on Thursday. It's already been sent. It was sent right after midnight today on Thursday. I can get that play to you immediately. So if you're not on the text list, get on there right now. And as soon as you sign up, I will text you the play for tonight's game in the Houston and Jets game. Really excited for this game. I think a lot of people are on one side. I don't think it's I think a lot of people are just overlooking something that's actually very, very simple. Patriots, Tennessee Titans. Here we go. From one game to another. This one, I'm not sure you guys are going to be excited for this one. Look, it all comes down to the quarterback play for the Titans here. Patriots, congrats. You got a nice win over a rival. Jets drop another one. The miserable, terrible Jets. God, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, and the coaching staff. It's a train wreck over there on the Jets. So I think the Patriots come in here. I know the 3.5 looks tempting. I know it's kind of a battle of bad teams. Who doesn't want to lose to the other? I got to go Titans. They have a better defense. They have more talent. They're at home. I think the Titans can get the job done here. I know after the Patriots beat the Jets and you're getting 3.5, it looks tempting. I'm going to go ahead and lay the points, though, with the Titans in this game. Saints, Carolina Panthers, the bottom barrel, terrible game of the week. I'll take the points with the Panthers. I expect a close game. It's the battle of trash teams. Neither team wants to get embarrassed and lose to the other. You could argue these are both the worst two teams right now. And I do think Derek Carr is very important in this game. If the Saints get enough pieces back, I'd lay the points. But as it looks right now, as I record this video, I'll take 7.5 with Carolina. If you guys are betting on a game like that, you got serious mental problems. Broncos, Ravens, 9.5 point spread. Look, the Broncos have been great. I like the D. Bo Nix, he's coming around. I think he's probably got a future in the NFL here long term. Sean Payton, I think the coaching in this game kind of equals out the offense. I see too much of a gap. Now, if Hamilton had caught that interception and the Ravens escaped the Cleveland game last week, say they won a close one, I'd be taking the points here at Denver. I don't like Denver in this spot, man. You're getting the Ravens off a loss, and I still don't like the Ravens defense. But I do think it sets up quite well to play Denver. I think Denver likes to rely on their run game quite a bit. I think they'll do just fine. I think they're going to get pressure on Bo Nix. I could see some mistakes from Bo Nix here. That secondary, that pass defense for the Ravens is still god-awful. It is very, very bad and concerning and leaves the Ravens, unfortunately for them, with zero chance to do anything postseason. I mean, okay, it's all good and fun. They're fun to watch in the regular season. I've won a bunch of money off them. I'll keep betting on them in certain spots, maybe even this spot if I look into it further and find that it's the right side here. But I'll lay the points with the Ravens. I think the pass defense, as bad as it is, versus this particular team in this particular situation, I think they'll be okay. I don't see Denver keeping pace offensively with the Ravens off of a loss. I'll lay the big number with the Ravens. Raiders, Bengals. I mean, the Bengals are going to win this game. They're going to win this game. Last week was a huge game for the Raiders. The rivalry, things that happened preseason, the undefeated Chiefs, they still lost the game. So now it is, I expect emotional drop-off for the Raiders. That is bad for them. But Cincinnati's defense is so bad. That is their offense, and the gap between their offense and the Raiders, is that enough to overcome potentially the Raiders also scoring some points themselves? I think it is. I will lay the 7.5 with the Bengals, but even just hearing those words just come out of my mouth, it feels really, really guilty. That's not a good football team. I know we all want to see him in the playoffs. We all like Joe Burrow. We know the talent on the receiving core. Their defense stinks, and I just don't see enough composure with the defense here to really have a ton of trust. But for this game, situationally, with the Raiders off of that rivalry Chiefs game that they still lost, even though it's a pretty competitive, pretty solid game, I'm going to lay the points with the Bengals in this one. Chargers, Browns. Give me the Chargers, man. Give me the Chargers. Give me them on the money line. I'll take the point out of the equation. Look, Jameis Winston, I love the guy. I could listen to him talk for hours. The morale of this team is high. They're going to play hard in this game. I like the defense. I like the under in this game, but Jameis Winston is going to throw interceptions, man. This Chargers team has held teams to like 14 or 17 points, I think. I think it's like 17 or 14. I can't remember which of those numbers. The Chargers defense is excellent. I don't expect the Browns to have too much offensive success. I mean, you're coming off the Ravens game. Their pass defense sucks. Their defense as a whole really isn't that good. The Chargers are a different animal. I expect the Browns to struggle. I expect their morale at home, their energy at home, off of a win, trying to rally and kind of show the organization that the whole Deshaun Watson thing was just a total mess. I get it. They're going to play hard here. This is going to be a sweat. I mean, the Chargers aren't blowing out anybody, so it should be competitive all the way to the end. I think the mistakes from Jameis add up in a game like this. Give me the Chargers. They're going to get the job done. Go money line. Take the points out of it. Dolphins, Bills. Here is your whiteboard winning free pick of the week. I'm taking the +6. Now, hold on. Let me go back. Okay, so FanDuel is at a 5.5, but there are 6 on most books right now. Let me read the money splits to you guys. Look, this is kind of a rivalry, kind of a recent rivalry. It's a divisional game. They always seem to play each other, kind of competitive. I think the Bills win the game. I'm not gonna dispute that with you guys. But 6 points, the line seems short. It seems short. It seems fishy. I mean, the Bills have been killing people. Now they're at home against Miami, and it's less than a touchdown. Not to mention that, guys, it is extremely public. 70%, almost 71% are on the Bills, but only about 60% of the money, 70% of the bets, that is. So there is a little bit of sharp money on the spread on Miami. Look, I think Miami fights hard. I think offensively they can keep pace here. Their defense has actually been pretty strong this year as well. Maybe you get a Josh Allen interception in this game that kind of changes the course of the game. Look, I think it's a Miami cover and a Bills win. I just don't think the Bills are going to kill him here. I think the stock for the Bills is an all-time high. It's kind of a sell high spot on Buffalo, and I don't want to sell high. I don't want to get off of them. I like the Bills. I think they're the only team in the AFC realistically that can challenge Kansas City come postseason time, and all that's great. And I am from New York, so I'm not a Bills hater by any means. I just think the line looks fishy. The fact that FanDuel already has it down to a 5.5. How easy does that feel? Let me ask you guys. Does that not feel easy? The Bills are killing people. Miami's a mess. 5.5 feels pretty easy, right? You just lay the points. Only need to win by 6 to cash with the FanDuel number. Now, give me the points. Give me the points with Miami. I expect a good competitive football game with another Miami heartbreak. If they pull the upset off, it would not shock me, to be completely honest. Guys, I want to take just a second here in the middle of this video as we're going over these games to remind you that tonight at midnight is the deadline for SoBet Access. I have it in the description. I've told you about this platform multiple times before. I am one of the pros on SoBet. Tonight, they are required by the App Store to increase their price from $9.99 to $15 a month. It is still unbelievably inexpensive, but you can get grandfathered in at the $9.99 a month pricing. We're talking $10 a month. We're talking a couple dollars a week. It does not affect your financial situation at all. It is a huge forum of 60 professionals' bets. There's info on there. There's trends, statistics. When people post plays, they put a whole bunch of info. It is this whole entire forum, access to so much information, and everybody that I know who makes the most money in sports betting uses it as a tool. You don't have to go on there and follow the plays. You don't have to tail everything you see on there. But just to be able to scroll through there and see what everyone posts, see some trends you didn't know existed, see some statistics, some models, some projections, everything is on SoBet. There's an interactive leaderboard. You can follow who's hot. You can see who has the best numbers long term. There's people you can follow on there and take their bets on a daily basis. Hundreds of bets are placed on the SoBet platform every single day. Take advantage of it. My clients, the clients that I know have my premium. They also have the SoBet access to make sure my premium picks also correlate to most of the opinions on SoBet. Most of the people on SoBet, those are the guys that are making the most profit. It's not people that just use my plays, just use SoBet, or just bet on their own. They have 2, 3, sometimes up to 5 sources of betting information that they trust. They put it all together. They see what Dan sent. They see what people are saying on SoBet. They see their one other guy they trust, and the opinions from all those sources that correlate, and everybody seems to be on the same page about it. Those people hit those spots much harder than the rest, and they're making a killing. They're making a killing. That's how you do it. That is how you win in this industry. You find multiple sources of information that you trust, and you pay attention to all of them, and you hit the spots that correlate from all of them together. Get the SoBet access. Link is in the description. It's below where my website is. Everything's labeled down there. There's a paragraph, a little description that goes over what SoBet is. I put plays on SoBet as well. So even if you're not on my premium, you'll at least get some of my picks on the SoBet platform. Get grandfathered in. Tonight at midnight is the deadline. Let's get back to the games. Next game down, Dallas and Atlanta. Lay the points. This one has got to be public as crap, and it's one where I don't care. I don't care if I'm with the whole entire universe. And God, I'm not with the whole universe. Now it's early, sort of early. I mean, we're it's almost Thursday here. 60.5% of bets are on Dallas and 75% of the money in terms of the spread. I mean, do people like the Cowboys this much? I'm stunned. I'm shocked. And maybe most of the handle on this game is on the money line, which is about 66% to Atlanta. That makes a little bit more sense. I thought it'd be wildly more public. The Cowboys they're terrible. They're terrible. Give me the over in this game. Give me Atlanta. I'll lay the 2.5. I'm not going to go money line there. Washington, New York. I think this is one that'll shock a lot of people. Look, at the end of the day, this is still a divisional game. I thought the Giants looked okay versus the Steelers. They absolutely had a chance to win the game outright. They gave up a punt return. I mean, there's 7 points right there. They went for 2 in an interesting spot and didn't get it. Some interceptions at the end. They had chances. Now you're at home versus a Washington team that has a young, great quarterback. But at the end of the day, Dexter Lawrence could definitely make his day a long day. Give me the Giants, man. I'll take the 3.5. I'll go against the grain. I feel like the whole world's going to be on the Commanders here. This is going to be an ugly NFC East low-scoring game. I think the Giants D steps up at home. I think, I don't know. I think both teams score in the mid to upper 20s, and the Giants get a cover. Maybe they're heartbroken yet again by like a field goal, but 3.5 divisional home team here, home dog, a team that looks like everything's terrible. Look, the Washington Commanders, as good as Daniels is, and they had the heroic Hail Mary to get by the Bears. Their defense still stinks. I expect even this Giants team to find some success offensively and keep pace. A couple key stops by the Giants on D, maybe a rookie mistake out of Daniels in a game like this. Give me the Giants. I'll take the points. Bears, Cardinals. This one's interesting. I want to take the Bears. I think the Bears are the better team. I think if they could play like a series and play this game 10 times, and I could bet on who covers the spread out of the 10 games, then I absolutely would bet on the Bears. Situational, man, that is a deflating play what happened last week. I cannot do it. I cannot bet on a team losing in that type of a fashion. Maybe they bounce back. Maybe it pisses them off and they take out some frustration here. The Cardinals have looked good lately. They came back on Miami, but they're still kind of an erratic team. We're not really sure what we're getting out of the Cardinals, but I'm going to go with them here. I'm going to take the Cardinals on the money line. I just, I don't like the spot for the Bears. Back-to-back road games, a deflating loss. Now you got to somehow find some energy to play a pretty good Cardinals team. Give me the Cardinals. I'll go money line with Arizona here. Jacksonville and the Eagles, I'll lay the points. Always tempting in the NFL to take 7.5. I mean, it's not too often we see blowouts in the NFL. But I think this one has a chance. I think the Eagles offense is very good. I think it'll have success in a game like this. And the injuries, the trading, the whole situation with the Jaguars, even that game against Green Bay, they showed pretty good effort and still couldn't get the job done. This is an Eagles spot. I just hope the Eagles aren't kind of mentally disengaged. We've seen oftentimes just when we think the Eagles really have it going, that they also are a team that can kind of lay an egg. Hopefully that's not this spot. But if we get a mentally engaged, focused Eagles team, they really should have no problem covering any spread in the single digits in a game like this. They're at home. I think Jacksonville is really going to struggle here. I like the over as well. I think the Jacksonville Jags will get some points, even if it's in junk time. I think the Eagles might be able to score 45 themselves if they really want to. Give me the over. Give me the Eagles. Rams, Seahawks. Not often in a divisional game like this, in a competitive game, that we see the Rams, being the short favorite here. But I can't get behind Seattle, man. That is a pathetic team. I mean, we have a week where DK Metcalf's not even in the game, and you use Tyler Lockett, who should be your number one receiver in that game. They used him one time for 9 yards. I don't like the play calling. Geno can fold under pressure. I like the energy of the Rams right now. They still know that they can turn this thing around. They have the momentum. Seattle does not. They have the players back. Seattle does not. It is in Seattle. Seattle is kind of due for a good performance here. I like the over. I think Geno would do much better in this game than he did in the last game. But the Rams offense, I think, is going to look good. They're healthier. I think they have no problem scoring in a game like this. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams on the money line. Detroit and Green Bay. Well, I wish Jordan Love was healthy. If he was healthy, not only would I take the Packers plus 3.5, I would go money line with the Packers. The Packers have the better defense in this game, and it's undeniable. Throw in Lambeau Field, throw in the rivalry. The Packers would be the right side, but with the quarterback situation, it becomes a pass. I still want nothing to do with the Lions. Malik's been okay. I can't lay points in Lambeau with the Lions. I won't do it. The stock of the Lions is the highest it could possibly be. They're coming off an unbelievable offensive performance. They've been unbelievably good this year. I love the Lions. I love Dan Campbell. I love this team. Even as a Packers fan, they're fun to watch. It's entertaining. I wish them the best. I truly do as a Packers fan. This is just spooky. Why is it 3.5, even with the quarterback situation of this game? And it's only 3.5. Let's look at the money splits. Whole world's got to be on Detroit here, man. That Green Bay defense is sneaky good. I'm telling you. I know it didn't look good against the Jags, but it was a look-ahead spot to this game. I don't think the Packers really gave a shit about that last game. In fact, some books have an even 3 on the Lions. Sharp actions on Green Bay. Less than half the money, 60% or less than half of percentage of the bet. Less than 50% of the bets, what I'm trying to say. Less than half people have bet on the Packers against the spread, but way more in terms of the money. Almost 60% of the money on the handle on the spread of this game is on Green Bay. I'm going to agree with it. I'll take the 3.5. Hopefully Jordan Love goes out there. Hopefully they can just lean on Josh Jacobs and a defensive effort at home. Jared Goff's looked like Superman. Maybe he finally comes back down to earth with a mistake or two. Give me the Pack. Colts, Vikes here. I think this is a Viking spot. The quarterback situation with the Colts, I don't like. I do think Flacco is a better opportunity for the Colts here to win games, but it doesn't really give them that like explosive wild card kind of dynamic. And in a game like this, I think it matters. I think the Vikings coming off some losses, coming off some hard games. They're pretty healthy. I think we get a better effort from them here. I'll take the Vikings. I will lay the points. And then Monday night, Bucks, Chiefs, 8.5 point spread. The only thing, virtually the only thing, instead of just saying, forget it, Chiefs, bet it and forget it, is just the fact that the Chiefs, a lot of times, just seem like they're happy with winning the game. This is not a team that cares about style points. Andy Reid's old school. They're at home. The Bucks are injured. Are the Chiefs going to care about this? It is Monday night. The line is pretty big. It's not. Is it fishy? Is 8.5 fishy? I feel like this should be double digit spread. 8.5 is a huge spread normally in the NFL. In this game, with the current health and status of the Bucks, boy, I could see a lot of interceptions from Baker. I could see a lot of offensive struggle from the Bucks. And I don't think their defense can hold up. I'm going to lay the points with the Chiefs. But an undefeated team, is this kind of a lazy spot? It's so hard to think that because of Andy Reid being the coach. And it's Monday Night Football. There's only one game. It's prime time. Why is it 8.5? I feel like this should be 10.5, 11.5. I'm going to bet the Chiefs and not overthink this one. But man, if this game, if some weird non-calls or some fishy stuff happens and this ends up being like a 7-point Chiefs win because of something at the end, I know what a lot of people will be saying. But there you go, guys. Week 9, NFL. I'm looking forward to it. There's quite a few of these games that are really, really good. A lot of value out there. I think there's a lot of mispriced lines this week. Hopefully you guys agree with that. Obviously, put all your comments and opinions in the comment section below. Guys, whiteboard winning free pick. Let's not forget this. This is a pretty good sample size. The last month of my betting, almost 60%. We're up a good amount. October was fun. November is going to be better. We're profitable already in the NBA. We got college basketball coming, and the football ain't stopping anytime soon. Get on the client list. This is the weekend and do it. Get in profit on your very first weekend, man. It's going to be a fun one. I've already sent out a couple plays to the client list. Of course, what was already sent to the list will be sent to you as well. Maybe you won't have the same number that we got earlier in the week. But it's a huge weekend, man. It is a huge college football slate. It is a nice looking NFL slate. And I'm eyeballing the basketball games as well. 500 likes. I'll put my best premium pick down in the comments section. Like I told you guys, it's a no-brainer. See you guys in the next video.